Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cricket 19 Career Mode. We're back again playing for the Tasmanian Tigers. This time we're playing the Redbacks. And having looked at the stats before, we are severely down against the Redbacks. Our ratings are appalling compared to the Redbacks. So not really sure what's going on there, that we're so much worse than them. But they do have, as you can see there, they have Adam Zampa, David Warner, Alex Carey, Jake Weatherald as well. So they got some quality players. If you haven't watched the last couple of episodes, spoiler alert, we did really well in our kind of start into our career as a Tasmanian Tiger with 2 centuries in 2 games. So you know what we're going to try and do in this episode. We're going to 1, select tails, but 2, try and get 3 centuries in 3 games. That would be a fantastic start for us. So let's have a look. And we've lost the toss. The Redbacks have won. If I was them, I'd bat. And they are going to bat. All right, here come the players. Chuck the new ball to our keeper. Chucks it to, not sure who our express bowler is, but there I am with the cap on and the cool looking glasses in at first slip. I feel like this might be a really tough game for us. So we're going to need to take all our chances in the field. And then when we're batting, oh, what a fantastic first ball. How did that not? How that one did not take any of the wickets? But 153 for 2 after 30 overs. So I'd probably say Redbacks have the upper hand. Oh, how's that? Impact may have just been outside the line. Let's have a check of that. I think Impact may have slightly just been outside the line, but it was close. Oh, Impact was in line. Oh, but it was just too high. So I was wrong. It was height there, not the Impact. But we've caused a few problems here against Dalton. We've started this spell really well. Short leg takes that one in the rib area. Hopefully he's wearing some protection up there. And again, just backing away from his stumps, showing his stumps, which gives me a bit of hope if I can get one through the gap. Hold on. Wasn't played convincingly by him there. It's really annoying when you kind of have someone's number, but just can't. Oh, how's that? That seemed like a decent shout. And he's not giving it out. Wow. I thought that was a pretty good shout. We'll have a check on that. I think could be height again. So we're going to simulate a couple of overs here. We're going to simulate 50 overs just to see what happens. Hopefully we can get them out for these. Otherwise it's going to be a tough one for us. So they're 365 for 6 after 89 overs, so they posted a pretty good score. No one going on to get a century, but everyone going on to get a pretty big score. So let's have a look. They're 434 for 9, 107 overs, so they've done very well. We'll just simulate through to see what they get. And while Alex Carey did end up getting a century, they put on a great kind of 11th wicket partnership, or 10th wicket partnership, sorry. They went from 395 for 9. They put on over 100 runs for the 11th wicket. So we really let the ball slip there, and 504 is going to be a big score to chase, and we're on day 2 already. So it's going to take a mammoth effort for us to salvage anything from this game now. Well, it looks like we got off to a decent start. Jordan Silk's on 91. Webster and Wakeem kind of getting decent scores, but getting out probably a little earlier than I would have liked. But we're going to bring ourselves in here at number 4 next. I'm just looking at the numbers there. It said our confidence was only 10%. We've knocked 2 centuries in 2 games for Tasmania. So I would have expected to be slightly higher than that, but that's okay. Oh! Was that a drop catch? I think it might have been. We may have just avoided a golden duck there. I thought I could easily turn it around the corner. And it was. It was a drop catch there by the fielder at leg slip. So we definitely got away with that. Honestly, I'd be lying to you if I was saying I actually saw that fielder. Kind of just blending into where the crowd is on the radar. And again, that one wide outside the leg stump. Oh, I've just noticed that Silk passed his century, so fair play to him. That's exactly what we need here as a team. If we stand any chance of getting any result in this game. Good forward defensive shot, just trying to get out to the pitch of the ball as much as I can. Lots of men around the bat, so they're sensing. Ooh. Went to try and hit that one through the offside. Just, I think, mistimed that one if more than anything else. And this one played straight down the ground. Should pick up a 2. Oh, I thought that one was going to be fielded, but just past that fielder there. And looks like a race to the boundary, so what a shot. First boundary of the innings. It was nicely timed. Straight bat. Just hit down the ground. Let that one go. Big dive from the keeper there to save that one from going for 4 byes. Short legging, which is interesting, so I would expect some short balls. That one was very wide and full. That surely has to be a wide. That was a terrible delivery from many. Right, we get some drinks on. Myself and Silk making ourselves at home at the crease now. Hoping to drive us towards this big arse total set by the Redbacks. 30 overs remaining in the day and we still trail by 295. Ooh. Well, we took that one, I think, on the shoulder, I think. Just didn't duck out in enough time. Oh, we've been caught out. It was full and on my legs and thought I could easily work it into the space. And I thought I got a good enough connection on it as well. It sounded sweet off the bat. But was fished out by the fielder there. Good kind of jumping catch to the side. And unfortunately we don't make it another century in this innings at least. And we fall for 25. We'll send Matthew Wade in next. Right, so let's have a look at this situation here then. So we were all out for 244. Wade and Payne came in and both went for ducks. So I think I might need to remove them for the squad. I think there's something on with their rating. Maybe it's a downloaded player that's slightly strange. I maybe need to change those two or just find a better play from them from the community. But we were all out for 244. So we've been asked to follow on. Worrell, pick of the bowlers there with 6 wickets. So we've been asked to follow on. Off to the worst possible start was Silk, who got a century in the last innings, out for a duck. And we're 73 for 2 in the 22nd over. So definitely not in an ideal situation. And if there's any time for us to get a century, now is the time. And we start well against Zampa there, full ball. And this one should make its way to the boundary. And it just about does, because I'd given up running. So that's good to see. We still trail by 178, so this is... this is real depressing. We've been asked to follow on after posting, 200, over 200 in the first innings, and we've nearly scored 100 in this first innings, yet we're still trailing by nearly 200. So we got a lot of work left to do. That one just flicked away nicely. Should pick up 2. Yeah, we'll just pick up 2, keep ourselves on strike. Webster's again close to another half century. So hopefully he can stick with us. Or we can stick with him at least for now until we get set. But we've come in this innings and we seem to be hitting the ball nicely. Oh, and just as I say that, the ball was short, and so I thought it was going to stay outside. But perfect ball from Adam Zampa there. He clips the top of off stump. What a ball. That's probably the perfect ball you could ask Adam Zampa to bowl, and we didn't help ourselves, but unfortunately we're out for 12 after playing some great shots. We're actually going to skip Tim Payne and Matthew Wade and send in Doran next. And Tim Payne and Matthew Wade both out for ducks again, so there must be definitely something wrong with their characters. And yeah, we end this game pretty poorly. We actually end up losing by an innings and 8 runs, and it's very strange. We've had 3 games now, and all of them have ended without playing the full 4 innings. I don't know whether that says anything about the Australian pitches or just the golfing class in terms of the teams, but yeah, wow, that was another big defeat for us. That's 2 defeats now by an innings. So something's going to need to change if we're going to get anywhere with the Tasmanian Tigers. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode anyway. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it 3 centuries in a row, which is a shame. But hopefully we can kick on in the next game and get another century and get kind of back on track. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have, please subscribe and like and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you on another episode of Career Mode.